In a serene Yoruba Nigerian village named Heir, Kemi and her husband, Eniola, were admired for their generosity. However, behind their cheerful facade was a deep sorrow. They had been married for 10 years without a child. As whispers and judgments from Eniola's family and the villagers grew louder, Kemi and Eniola sought help from Ifayemi, a famous spiritualist. After her divination, Ifayemi said, "The gods will bless you with children, but it will require a great sacrifice. Eniola must father a child with another woman, and Kemi must give her blessing for this to happen." Kemi was heartbroken, but her desperation for a child overpowered her reluctance. With tears in her eyes, she agreed. Eniola married Damilola, a kind and respectful young woman from a neighboring village. Within 2 months, Damilola became pregnant. Shortly afterward, Kemi also conceived. The joy in their household was unmatched, and for a brief time, harmony reigned. When Damilola gave birth to a healthy baby boy named Jide, the village celebrated his arrival. A month later, Kemi gave birth to a baby girl, Odeola. But despite the joy of motherhood, Kemi's heart grew bitter toward Damilola and her son. She envied their bond with Eniola and resented that Damilola's son was seen as the heir to the family name. Years passed, and when the children were old enough to start school, Eniola gathered the family for a meeting. His decision left everyone stunned. "We can only afford to send one child to school," he announced. "Jide is a boy, and he must be educated to carry on the family name. Odeola will stay back and learn a trade." Kemi was outraged, but her voice trembled with fear of being cast out if she protested. Deep down, she knew the decision was unfair. Damilola, although saddened, did not object, respecting Eniola's authority as the head of the household. This decision, though seemingly practical, sowed seeds of division in the family. By prioritizing one child over the other, Eniola unknowingly deepened the rift between his wives and set the stage for future resentment. Years later, Jide excelled in school and was set to graduate from primary school. On the day of his graduation, Damilola fell ill and couldn't attend the celebration. Kemi reluctantly stepped in to organize the festivities. That evening, she prepared a special meal of yam porridge with fish for Jide as a congratulatory gesture. Jide, who disliked fish, opened the plate and frowned. Just then, Odeola walked into the room. "Where is Mama Odeola?" Odeola asked. "She sent me on an errand, but I couldn't find what she needed," she continued, her eyes lighting up at the sight of the porridge. "Is that yam porridge? Can I have some?" Jide smiled and pushed the plate toward her. "Take it. I don't like fish." Odeola eagerly sat down and ate. As she swallowed the last spoonful, Kemi walked in and froze. Her heart sank as she realized her daughter had eaten the poisoned meat. Later that night, Odeola fell gravely ill. She vomited repeatedly and writhed in pain, alarming the entire household. Eniola summoned the village healer, who worked tirelessly to stabilize her condition. The healer later revealed, this was no ordinary illness. The food she ate was tampered with. Unable to bear the guilt, Kemi broke down in tears and confessed in front of everyone. "I poisoned the porridge," she admitted, her voice shaking. "It was meant for Jide." Gasps filled the room. Eniola was furious. "How could you stoop so low? You nearly killed your own child." But Damilola, ever calm, intervened. "Kemi's actions were wrong, but this family will only break apart further if we let anger take over. Forgive her, for the sake of the children." Though Jide survived, Eniola began to see the consequences of his earlier decision.